Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. For today's video, we are going to be doing my debt snowball update for August. I'm pretty darn excited to share with you how much debt I was able to pay off in August. It was quite a bit, so I'm pretty excited about it. Last month you saw me do my July update. I pulled up my July Snowball Monthly Check-in page from Snow Gardener 307. If you guys are not familiar with Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307, she has a wonderful YouTube channel where she shares lots of budgeting stuff, so go check her out. She just hit 1,000 subscribers a few days or a week ago now, and she's already well surpassed that. She's just doing an amazing job with her channel, so check her out. In addition to her channel, she does have an Etsy shop, and one of her products is this Debt Snowball Monthly Check-in, which I really like. So I've been using it and I highly recommend it. So this was July. I pulled this up so that I could get my ending balance for July, because my ending balance for July will of course be my starting balance for August. So I have my August Debt Snowball Monthly Check-in right here. It's in this fun yellow color. I love the color. She offers things in black and white as well as color. It's great. So the card that we have been working on is a Lowe's card, and all of the payments that I made to my Lowe's card I'm going to put in here for this Debt Snowball Monthly Check-in. So the month is not September. Already messed it up. The very first amount of ink I put on the page and I messed it up. I'm already thinking about next month. We can't start next month till we finish this month, Jessie. So we're just going to wait that out and pretend that didn't happen. And the month is August 2021. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. My son knocked on my door. So yeah, August 2021, the debt name is Lowe's, and our starting balance as of the last time I checked in, which was the 27th, my dates are a little out of order here, but the latest date was July 27th, so we'll just write that in, or I guess we could do it as of August 1st. As of August 1st, it was $1,458 with 48 cents, and that is the balance we started with for August. I guess I could have written that in the starting balance section, since that's where that goes. Once again, where's my whiteout? Nah, it's fine. That's the starting balance, that's the ending balance for that day. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is write in all of the payments that I made for August. So we're going to flip back to my very first August paycheck budget, which was August 3rd. So on August 3rd, that'll be the date, to my Lowe's card, we paid, well, the starting balance was $1,458.48. I did not prepare well for this video. My apologies. We made a payment of $89.58. $48. I seem to remember. Oh, never mind. So that was the very first payment we made. Now this Lowe's card currently is on a no interest promotion until February of 2022. So there's no interest. All of the payments go directly to the principal. So that makes the math a lot easier, right? So let me just pull in my calculator. Speaking of easy math, and we're going to take that $1458.48 that we started with and subtract the payment of $89.58 that I made, and that gave us a new balance of $1,368.90. Then the following week, we like to make payments to our card every single week. We paid a grand total of $200 $68.90 to our card because we got that, what is it called? Child tax credit, and we put that directly to it. That was $250. That came in this week. And then I had $10 that I had paid from my Etsy income. Plus, I paid a little bit extra to get my balance down to a round number. So, technically, all of these payments didn't happen on the 10th. They happened within the week of the 10th, but I'm just going to write that in as the 10th as my payments. I could write them all out individually, like this amount came from child tax credit, this amount came from Etsy. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a grand total. So, for our Lowe's card, we paid that week $268.90. When Snow Gardener 307, my sweet friend Marlene, designed this, she designed this with the idea that you would update it every time you made a payment, not all at once at the end of the month. I just have chosen to use it that way. That's the great thing about these printables, is you can use them any way you want, right? So she has a place to put the starting balance and the ending balance for every payment, because ideally you would be updating this more frequently than just once a month. So it's going to seem a little redundant for me to write the starting balance in here every time, but that's totally okay with me. So the starting balance was $1,368.90. We paid $268.90 that day, and by we I mean me, and that left us with an ending balance of $1,100. You can see I made a little bit of an extra payment just to get it down to a nice round number of $1,100, which is going to make it a lot easier to do the math moving forward. So then the following week, we paid our minimum payment. You can see here under the checking section, we paid our minimum payment of $30, plus we paid an extra payment of $50 from my husband's paycheck and $30 from my paycheck from Etsy. So that's $80, $90, $100, $110 total was that week's payment. And that week was the 17th. I'm filling this in a little backwards, but that's okie dokie. So if we take that $1,100 minus that $110, that brings us down to $990. So that'll be our starting balance for the following week. So if we flip to the next week, you can see here that I planned to pay a total of $333 to my Lowe's card this week. Now the reason for that, 50 of this came from my husband's paycheck, 30 of it came from my Etsy paycheck, and this is the big kahuna, $253 came from the YouTube likes. So last month, when I sat down and I filmed my budget results video, this same video essentially, but for July rather than for August, I told you guys in that video that for every thumbs up that video got, I would pay an additional $1 to my credit card. So when I checked, when I went to go make the payment, that video had 253 likes, so I did indeed pay that $253 for a grand total of $333 that week. So exciting. And of course that week is the week of August 24th, the week that we are in now. So you guys, how exciting is that? $333 in 1 week, with a big portion of that coming directly from your guys' likes. So I'm going to do it again, friends, for September. For every single like that this video gets, I'm going to pay $1 towards my debt. However, I am going to put a little bit of a disclaimer here. That video last month got 250 likes. 250 plus likes, 253. That's a lot of extra money for me to pay towards debt. So we're going to do things a little bit differently this time. For the first 100 likes that the video gets, I will pay $1 for each of those likes. Every additional like on top of that, I'll pay 50 cents. I think that's a little bit more manageable because, if this video that I'm posting today gets 500 likes, I don't have $500 to pay towards debt. In fact, if it gets 500 likes, I don't even know if I have 50 cents to pay for each one of those likes, but for the first 100, we'll do $1, and then after that, 50 cents. So if it gets 120 likes, we'll pay $100 and then 50 cents for each of those additional 20. Make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I almost just said we'll do 50 cents per like, but we'll make it interesting. So make sure you click the thumbs up button so you can help me make an additional debt payment in September. I will let you guys know how much that ended up being when I film my September Snowball update check-in. But yeah, because of those YouTube likes from last month's video, I paid an additional $253 for a total of $333 in 1 week, which is phenomenal. So that $990 we started with minus $333 is $657, which is what my Lowe's card is sitting at right now. So we started out with $1458.48 and we are down to $657 at the end of August. Now, technically, I still have one more paycheck budget in August. But if I didn't film this video today, it wasn't going to get put up until like the second week of September. I've got a lot going on. So when I do my September monthly check-in, I will include this last payment from August in that as well. That video will likely go up like the third week of September anyway, so it'll still be technically 4 weeks worth of payments, but you know, it's just a little bit off. That's fine. I know that the last date that I checked in for August would be 8/24, so any payments made after that will go on September's check-in. So now, I know that I have $657 as my ending balance. I double-checked that. That is accurate, so that's good news. I want to figure out exactly how much I paid. So I'm going to add up all of my payments here so we can get a grand total for August, because it was a good month. You know, there was a time when I was paying $200 to $300 every single week towards my debt. And that was amazing. I was making huge strides. That has not been the case as of late. You know, some months are just better than others. Sometimes I have a lot more I can contribute to debt. Lately, I've been focusing more on sinking funds, so I haven't been able to make huge payments. But I made 2 weeks, I had over $200 in payments, and that's really great for us. So, I appreciate all of your guys' support. Any money that I bring in from my Etsy shop, I'm putting directly towards our debt. I'm putting our child tax credit straight to our debt, which is helping. We do get $250 right now in advance payments for the child tax credit from my youngest son. So, you know, we're making really good progress, and I'm very proud of that. Whether you can pay $1 to your credit cards or your consumer debt or your student loans or whatever it is you're paying, or $1,000, every little bit helps, I promise you. So we paid a grand total, wow, of $801.48 in extra payments in August. And August is not even over yet, technically, so that's incredible. I couldn't have done it without your guys' help. Between the YouTube likes and the Etsy income, it's just been phenomenal. Thank you so much for your help in paying off my debt. So last month we only paid $502.91, and that was a good month for us. So the fact that we were able to pay $801.48 this month is phenomenal. So I'm not going to fill this debt payoff plan out, because you guys know the debt payoff plan, right? We're going to continue to work on Lowe's until Lowe's is paid off, and then we'll move on to the next thing. $657. If I do as well in September as I did in August, I'll have this baby paid off this time next month. I'm not going to hold my breath. We'll see how it goes, because $657 is quite a lot to pay for us in a month, but we can maybe do it. We'll see. So now the fun part, we get to color in my chart. This chart is from Debt Free Charts, and I just bumped my camera. My apologies. Let's fold this in half here. I like to use this chart as a visual kind of reminder of how far I've come. So for Lowe's, we started out with $1,971.39 as of July 6th. So that's when I started tackling this card. In July, we paid off this chunk. I used red and blue to indicate July. I like to kind of color code my charts so I can easily at a glance see how I did. So for August, we need to pick some colors. I've got some highlighters and some markers here. I know I want to use yellow because yellow is my August color. So I do have yellow. What other color do I want to use? Green? Yellow and green. Does that scream August to you guys? We could go with yellow and green, or we could do yellow and this fun blue. Let's do that. Let's not use this green. So I'm going to, what did I just now say that my balance was down to? You guys, I have such terrible memory. 657. So that means I can color all the way down to, wow, this 680 mark. Not quite down to 640 because we're not quite there yet. So we'll color down to the 680 mark. Look at that humongous chunk of debt we were able to pay off in August. I am so excited, friends. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and color in my chart. This chart, as I started to mention, is from Debt Free Charts. It's a completely free chart you can download yourself if you would like to keep track of your debt journey. I will link it in a link down below in my description box. But for now, we're just going to color this in. I'm not going to make you watch me tediously color this. I'm going to speed it up so you guys can, you know, watch it in less time. This is probably going to take me 15 minutes to color this chart in, but I love doing this as a visual representation of how far I've come in the month. It really helps to motivate me. I always want to color in more lines, so yeah, I'll speed this up and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the plan for September, which is, you know, pretty straightforward. We're just going to keep working on Lowe's. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got a little sloppy there, but that's alright. Look at how much we were able to accomplish in August. I'm blown away by this. So who knows, maybe September will be a really, really great month for us. I don't know about that because we've already had some unbudgeted expenses and we're not even quite in September yet, so we'll have to see how that goes. But you guys, look! This video, or this chart is already more than halfway full. I'm thrilled with my progress. So, for September, 100% of my Etsy income is going to continue to go to my Lowe's card. So after I pull out my taxes, everything left is going to go right to Lowe's. So that's the plan for that. We're going to continue to pull money out of my husband's paycheck every week, whether it be $10 or $50 or $100, whatever we can kind of afford. We'll pay that to Lowe's as well. Our child tax credit is going to go straight to that Lowe's card, so that's a guaranteed $250 right there, which is awesome. And then we'll do the YouTube likes. So $1 for the first 100, 50 cents after that. So make sure you rack up those likes to help me pay off my Lowe's card. Oh, I don't know, you guys might be able to get it paid off in September. We'll see. If not, it should for sure be October. And that's exciting. So Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out Marlene's Etsy shop as well to get her debt tracking printable that I used in this video. I just love that printable. So much fun. I wish I had come up with something like that myself. You can check out debt-free charts for these charts as well. That's enough for today. Thanks so much for watching, friends.